Pronto, Vincenza.
Pronto, Randy, and welcome everyone to our 25th episode of Pronto podcast, where we talk about all the beautiful things life has to offer, whether it be fashion, self-care, goals, inspiration, favorite memories, current events, and more. I love this lifestyle podcast.
Yes. 25 episodes.
25. I love it. I love it. And, it keeps getting better and better. I feel that, I am so excited to always, first off, see you, see the crew, because a shout out to our crew. And you know what? It does take a village. So we're going to do a dedicated shout out to our Pronto podcast crew that's behind the scenes, the whole production team that's behind the scenes to make sure everything goes off without a hitch, because it truly does take a village, right, Randy?
Yep.
So thank you to Ryan, Ken, Corey, and so many other people that just come together to help us shine, but also allow us to basically give us an opportunity to let so many of our guests shine. And that's what it's all about, right?
And the problem is I want to be friends with our guests. Like I want to be good friends.
Right? Like besties, right? Yeah. We want to be besties with every single person we've had on the show. And we've been really fortunate with all of the incredible guests that we've had, on the show. We've been able to feature, interview, get to know, and they technically are our podcast besties. That's what they are. We're going to dub all of our guests that we've interviewed on Pronto podcast that they are podcast besties. So we're just dubbing that because I think it's they deserve it.
You remember the early episode when a maintenance guy walked through?
Yeah, there was some maintenance happening. So for those of you who don't know, we are actually at one of the Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails locations. So there are 5 locations of Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails throughout the tri-state area, but we are in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware, in the iconic DuPont building. So this is the Wilmington, Delaware location, but in the DuPont building right off of Market Street. And it used to be an old bank. Is that correct?
Yes.
So there's a lot of history in this building, especially this particular space. Now, when Randy and his team took over this space and remodeled it, he kept some of the, I guess you would say, the history of the bank, which I think is really cool. Like when you walk through the doors, before you get to I guess you would say the nail salon area part of the salon, the nail area, you'll walk through the doors of a bank, but it's
safe.
A bank safe. It's the coolest thing. And I really appreciate that you left those details because I think it does. I think how would you say it really does help kind of elevate it, but also shares the story of what it was before.
Yeah.
And there's so much history.
And the door weighs like 10,000 pounds.
So there was no moving it. There was no moving it. Yeah. But it was so funny because during one of our live podcasts, because all of them are filmed live, and there was a maintenance guy somewhere in the salon, but back like my way on this side. And we were just going about it, talking to our guests. All of a sudden you see the guy go walk right through the back, and we're like, and he walked right out the door, and we're like, okay.
He didn't even flinch.
No, he didn't. He was like, just don't mind me. Nobody see me. It was kind of funny. But the show must go on, right, Randy? The show must go on. Whether you're walking through the podcast or any technical difficulties, we always say the show must go on. And I'm really happy and honored to continue this journey with you, Randy, and the team for 25 episodes.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable.
It has been. It really has been. So what's been new with you? So tell me, update me on what's been happening.
Well, last weekend we did Cheers to Love. With,
yes.
DuPont.
Yes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was really a great show. I have no idea what's involved in weddings. So much. You know, right?
Well, there's so many moving pieces when you're orchestrating a wedding. I look at planning a wedding as if it's a live production, and there's so many moving pieces. There's so many vendors that you have to partner with. You don't have to partner with, but you should partner with to help make it a successful, smooth production. But the event was really great because it was co-hosted by Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails and Hotel DuPont, and it was held at the Hotel DuPont venue. And if you don't know anything about Hotel DuPont,
beautiful.
It is iconic. It is beautiful. There's so much history it's actually, the Hotel DuPont is in the heart of Wilmington, Delaware, but downtown Wilmington. And the event, I did not attend the event, but my title holder, Miss Delaware Teen USA, Molly Lavelle, was able to make an appearance, which we were so thankful for, that you invited her to be there. And I was so grateful that she was able to attend.
She was a big hit. Like, everybody took their pictures with her.
Oh, that's
like
great.
Everyone.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And it looked like you guys had a blast. And
such a nice family. Her mother was there in attendance, and really nice family.
Yeah, they're wonderful. The Lavelle family are just absolutely amazing people. I adore all of them. I always adore all my title holders and their families. I feel like I'm not just getting to know the title holder throughout their reign. I'm getting to know the family, and we become so close. So I feel like they're an extension of my family once they once they get to the next step. But Molly was sharing with me, because I did see her I did speak with her after the event, and she was sharing with me how much fun it was. She had a makeover, she had her hair done, and that's always great when you get your hair done. And she said that everyone was so nice, and it was so much fun. And that's great that you were able to be co-host such a great event at the iconic Hotel DuPont.
Yeah, there was a lot of brides, and we booked a couple weddings from the venue.
So. Right, and if I'm correct, aren't we going into wedding season?
Yeah.
Are we in wedding season?
Yeah, probably.
We're getting there. We're in it. We're there. We're there. So make sure you book. If you're planning a wedding, book at Curry Hair, Skin and Nails. If you need your hair, your makeup, or a facial, maybe a couple of weeks before the wedding, not the day before. If you need any maintenance, and even for the guys, because I know that you have barbers, trained stylists that are specialized in whatever they may like, whether it's a clean shave, right? Or you just want to trim.
More trim.
Got it. More trim. But I know that it is wedding season with the weather getting warmer. And I love that spring is pretty much upon us. I don't know about yesterday. I don't know if you saw what was happening yesterday, but I know that there was a couple of flurries, and I was like, what's going on with this weather? But it's spring for you. So spring is approaching. And with spring approaching, I have fun news to share. So this weekend, exactly Sunday, March 17th, I will be opening, along with my sister and my family, our ice cream store.
Oh, wow.
So this will be our 19th season, 19 years of owning and operating Ice Cream Delight, which is located on One Ice Cream Drive, Wilmington, Delaware. Do you hear that address? One Ice Cream Drive.
It looks marvelous.
It's the sweetest place on earth. That's what I dubbed it. The sweetest place on earth. So we're gearing up for that. Super excited to start up the season. I mean, who doesn't love ice cream?
I don't know.
Do you love ice cream?
I love pizza and ice cream.
Oh, then I'm your girl. I'm your girl. Call me. Pizza and ice cream. V&M Bistro for pizza, and Ice Cream Delight for ice cream. And the beauty of it, that they're next to each other, so you don't have to go very far. So that's perfect.
And it's funny. I think everybody knows that it was International Women's Day Friday, right? And I was on Instagram, and I saw so many reach outs to you, and celebrating, entrepreneurship, ice cream, restaurant.
Thank you.
Pageants.
Thank you.
Pronto.
That's right. I appreciate that recognition and honor. But I always give credit where it's due. So if I always like to give credit to my mom, my grandmothers. They are the women in my life, and even my aunts and my godmother. And they are the ones that have set the stones and set the example through the years and the generation, and been the example to me and my role models. So I am an extension of who they are. And I always give credit where it's due. And they are I guess you would say, most impactful women in my life. But yes, it is international. Not only was Friday International Women's Day, but the entire month of March is International Women's Month. So a shout out to all of the incredible women out there. Happy International Women's Month. A shout out to my mom, because I always like to give her her flowers. She was so kind to give me flowers over the weekend, which
I have to meet her.
You haven't met my mom?
No.
What?
No.
What? You haven't met my mom?
No.
Get out. All right. We're going to make this, happen. I think she might be, she's so cute. I was talking to her earlier, I said, all right, Mom, I'm going to go film my podcast with Randy. She goes, I have to figure out how to sign on to Instagram. And I know she knows how to, but it's funny because this is going to lead me into the next thing, but she's so cute. She's like, I have to keep practicing. And I said, yes, you have to keep practicing. But luckily for her, we are now live on YouTube. Right. So you don't need Instagram to listen to us or tune in live. You can also visit us on our own Instagram pages and our social media platforms. You're able to listen to us, I think, on all major platforms for podcasts now.
And we're working on a website. It's soon to be done. So then you can go to the website and see all the past episodes, all 25.
There you go. Coming soon, the website. Oh, thank you. They love my hair. See the comment? Thank you. Do you like the bangs?
I was just about to say that.
You like
and
the bangs?
The green dress too.
And the green
St. Patty's Day, right?
Yes. Very good, Randy. Yes, I wore a little spot of green for St. Patrick's Day, or St. Patty's Day coming up. Even though I'm 100% Italian, but I feel everybody is Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Let's have fun with it. And I do love the color green. But let's shift gears a little bit. Because I want to do a little product highlight. So we are highlighting this amazing product. It is a moisturizing body butter by Carello by Curry, and it is a lavender scent. I know that it is sold in all of the Curry Hair Skin and Nails locations, but also on your website.
Yes.
I have had the chance to use this particular product, and I love it. So with the weather changing, I noticed my skin was dehydrated. I noticed every time the seasons change, I noticed my skin is exceptionally dehydrated. So it was only 2 weeks ago, I went to grab this and I was like, okay, I got to put on the body butter, because I noticed that with the seasons changing, I realized and I drink a lot of water. I'm always drinking water. And I make sure to hydrate my skin from within, but sometimes you just need a little extra hydration, on the outside. And this is some great stuff.
Everybody loves it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been very pleased with the texture of it, but also the scent. It's a lavender scent, and I love lavender because lavender is very relaxing. It's very soothing, but it's not overly powerful.
Yeah, no, it doesn't leave your skin like wet.
Right.
I mean, like,
or it
absorbs.
Exactly. It absorbs. Great point. That was something else that I wanted to mention. It absorbs very well. It doesn't have like that greasy feel. When you put lotion on your hands and you can't text or you can't grab something anymore, or you leave like a residue everywhere you're touching. So this is not, that's what's great about this body butter. Even though it's called body butter, keyword butter, it absorbs so well on your skin. So definitely recommend checking this product out. Definitely recommend with the seasons changing. Trust me, you will love it.
You can look like Vincenza if you use it.
Oh, wait, thank you. Oh, goodness. Well, anyway, so you had a busy weekend with the event. Do you have any other events coming up?
We were just talking to DuPont, Hotel DuPont, and they're going to do an event featuring tea with what's that big star, like singing, Kelsey, dating, like.
I don't know.
No, she's a hit, like
local.
No, like international.
Okay,
like Taylor Swift.
No way.
Well, she's not going to be there, but they're going to do.
I'm like, no, they're not. That's impossible. Taylor Swift's coming here. Well, anything's possible.
They're doing a tea party, and we're going to paint nails, designs, and tinsel hair, and like I think it's
sounds like a fun event.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a fun event. So stay tuned. Randy will be sharing more information about that, I guess, in the coming weeks of when you can hear more information about this particular event, which sounds like fun. Yeah. So I am planning my event, which you know about, the Miss Delaware USA and Miss Delaware Teen USA 2024 pageant is coming upon us, actually. It is approaching very quickly. So the pageant is April 28th, held in Wilmington, Delaware at the Laird Performing Arts Center at the Tatnall School. We are still accepting applicants. So if you are interested in joining the sisterhood, joining the experiencing, being a part of magic, please visit MissDelawareUSA.com for more information. We are still looking for applicants and accepting applicants, but registrations will be closing at the end of this month. So just keep in mind, registrations will close the end of March. Visit MissDelawareUSA.com to apply. Also, if you're interested in sponsorship packages or sponsorship partnership, visit Miss Delaware USA, shoot us an email. We are always looking for new partnerships and sponsors. You know, without our sponsors, we're the backbone. And Curry Hair, Skin, and Nails has been a loyal sponsor to the program, not just to the winners, but to the contestants. And that's what's so special about partnering with our local businesses here in Delaware, is that they sponsor and support all of the contestants. And we do appreciate your generosity, Randy, too, and your team.
My pleasure. It's really awesome event, and you meet the nicest people.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. That is very true. I always share that with everyone that I encounter, because they ask me, why do you keep doing this? Why do you stay a part of the pageant world? Because I've been doing it for so long. I've been only a director for 4 years, but I've been a part of the pageant world for 25 plus years. Mm-hmm. I competed for many years. Many years, actually 9 years to be exact, before I won the title of Miss Delaware USA. But I always stayed involved even after my reign, whether I was a volunteer, whether I was judging, hosting, choreographing, even a spectator in the audience, but I always was involved. And the reason I keep on going back is because I love to meet new people, but I love meeting the type of people. I feel that the women that I get to meet in the pageant world are not only driven, they are talented, they are accomplished, right, they are kind, and they're like-minded. So like, I feel that I can relate to them. And that's why I enjoy being in that environment, but I'm always learning something. Yeah. I'm always learning something. And I think that's truly special. So when I was appointed the directorship 4 years ago, I felt so fortunate, because now I have the ability to make an impact and empower women on a much larger scale. Yeah. And that to me is truly rewarding.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yes. So speaking of empowering women and empowered women, we have a dynamic woman on the show today. Let's get started with that. Known to her community as Gigi, Giordana Vogel founded Della Heart so she could share her ancestral wellness rituals and help everyone discover the transformative power of self-care. Born in Colombia and raised in Miami, Florida, Gigi started her career in the rough and tumble world of fashion, finance, and international business. After years of this fast-paced and high-stressful lifestyle took its toll, Gigi started to looking for natural and accessible ways to restore balance to her daily life. A lifelong learner and a true believer in the value of education, Gigi took the first steps on her personal wellness journey. She studied at an Institute for Integrative Nutrition, researched different approaches to holistic wellness, and started practicing the healing rituals she learned from her mother. One of those rituals was traditional Colombian wood therapy, a time-honored practice that uses wooden tools to massage the body and center the mind. After years of refining her unique approach to wellness, Gigi realized her calling to share the power of self-care with others. Through social media, she opened her heart and mind to her followers. She shared simple, accessible, and effective daily rituals that combined ancestral healing traditions with modern wellness methods. She quickly became the go-to source for all things health, wellness, and natural beauty in her Miami community. The next step was natural. Gigi started developing Della Heart body care line so her followers could take their well-being into their own hands and hearts. Please welcome Gigi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Gigi. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I am so honored and excited to be on your podcast. I was listening, and you guys are busy. You have a lot going on.
Oh, yes, we do. That's so funny. We always joke about it. They're like, do you have time to sleep, Randy? And he's always asking me, do you have time to sleep, Vincenza? We're like, no, but that's why we do it, because we love it. And our motto is we it's better to be busy than to be bored, right?
Yeah.
But Gigi, you are one person that's always busy as well, because you're quite accomplished just from reading your bio. And we're so excited to have you on the Pronto podcast show and just to get to know you a little bit more. So you're obviously an entrepreneur, very successful in business. And let's talk about that. I mean, obviously you have this history with your mom, and I'm excited to really talk about that and really hone into that. But let's talk about your wellness line, your body care line, and the rituals for women. So let's dive right into Della Hart.
So I started Della Hart actually as a wellness blog when I left the corporate fashion industry and I started changing my life. I found different wellness ways that will really help me transform. And when I saw that my own life was transforming and really going for what I always dreamed, what I always wanted, I wanted to share it with people because I found a way that I could get everything that I had always wished for. And the avenue was wellness. When I started changing my diet, when I started changing my stress levels, my relationships, when I started working on my spirituality and on aligning all those things, that's when I was able to tap into a creative space and get out of my head and stop trying to chase this career that I wanted since I graduated college, and I wanted this success, and I worked in New York, and all these things were really not where my journey was, right? We have this definition of success that we think it's going to look one way, and we fight it until I found myself broke, overweight, with cystic acne, unhappy. And I was like, I'm out of here. Like, I got to do something. This is not working, right?
Right. And you saw that and you made a change.
Yes. So I started with my health. I started suffering with from chronic UTIs actually, and I had to find an alternative way to heal me, and I did. This was around 2011 when holistic health and integrative doctors weren't a thing. Like, nobody knew what this was. There was no Instagram, so there wasn't the information that we have now. And I was able to find some people. At the same time, I started doing a little bit of therapy using different psychedelics. And I also found the world of yoga and meditation. So when I put all these together, I was finally able to follow my passion, which was writing. You know, creative writing was something that I had wanting to do since I was a little girl, and I had never pursued. And I decided to start a blog called Della Hart, where I would write about wellness. And the blog this was around the time where everyone had a blog. And the blog was so fun and well received by the community that I started working for different other publications and magazines, and always contributing in the wellness and beauty space. And this gave me the opportunity to try a lot of different little methods, different hair salons, different beauty, little hacks. And when I was doing an interview for someone, I asked, what is your beauty secret? And the girl said, or the woman said, it was lymphatic drainage. So I remember leaving that interview and be like, what the hell is lymphatic drainage massage? Because she looks great. Right. So immediately I started doing all this research, and I found I was fascinated. I was fascinated about the fact that there was this thing called lymphatic drainage massage that will drain all the excess fluid out of your body, and that will help you sleep better, get more energy, your skin to glow. You would find more definition, because at this point in my wellness life, I was already eating. I was vegan and vegetarian for years. I was exercising, I was moving, but I still felt like I needed a little something. Well, this was that something, and I found it. And I was in Miami, New York, in LA, and I went to every single spa that offered this lymphatic drainage therapy. And back then it wasn't so mainstream as it is today. So it was really expensive. It was like $350 for a session. And that's when I called my mom and I said, listen, I've been doing these lymphatic drainage massages. They're going to break my bank, but I'm addicted. They're so good. I feel so great. My skin is glowing. I'm not breaking out. Like, this is so good. And she was like, well, don't you remember that when you were a little girl, I used to have so-and-so come and do them all the time. And this kind of like brought me a flashback of my childhood. My mother was always very into self-care and in finding natural ways to take care of herself. She would do like avocado, honey, yogurt mask on her hair while she was cleaning the house.
Natural ingredients.
Yeah, all natural ingredients. She would be like, I would say like, Mom, my legs hurt. And she'll be like, put him up against the wall. You know, like we were really raised in this like very natural, holistic way. Mm-hmm. And then and I said, do you still have any of those tools they used to use, which is the traditional Colombian and that Colombian wood therapy? And she said, actually, I might, which, you know, moms like can keep things for a long, long time. Well, my mom was one of those. So she gave me this tool and I was very inspired by the tool itself, but I thought it could be a lot better. So I went to a woodworker and I was like, listen, I need a smaller side to do my arms. I need a little bigger size so I can get in that under that glute because I have a little situation going on there. And I started crafting all these sides to it. And we landed with the body tool that kind of like put us on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And this was around the end of 2018, 2019. And I could not give them away, right? I had this purpose that I wanted lymphatic drainage to be accessible to everyone. I wanted people with just $30 or $40 to be able to have the experience and the results that I was paying $300 and $400 at a spa for.
Right.
But it wasn't mainstream. It wasn't there. People weren't ready. You know, when sometimes they say that you're a little too early for the market, I was early because it was not very well known.
What year was this?
This was the end of 2018 and beginning of 2019. Okay. And then the end of 2019, we started getting a little bit of traction. And I have a social media following that's starting to grow interested in the tool and the results, because I was showing, you know, my videos and I was like on YouTube, I'm like, this is working. Look what I'm doing. And I was really showing them how genuinely and honest and organic this process was. So I finally, in 2020, during the pandemic, we were all home. Nobody could go anywhere. Mm-hmm. And that's when everyone turned to Della Hart. What's accessible, what's easy, what's affordable, and what yields results for me to feel and look great. And there we were. So we went from like, you know, getting something like 30 orders a day to like, I called my husband and I said, somebody hacked on my website. And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, we just got 350 orders. The website is locked. They hacked into my website.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's scary. If you've never received that many orders, you're like, something's wrong. So I'm sure
and you know, and I have a Shopify, and it was like bing, bing, bing. I was for sure like I got hacked, and he was like, "No, you didn't get hacked. You're just receiving a lot of orders." And so that was truly the pivoting moment of when the Della Hart, the skincare line, was born, because with that, it was like a catch up of people having this demand for, okay, so we have this tool, so now what else what do we use it with? We need an oil, and what's the oil, and what's the firming, and I need a cream, and I need more, and I need lymphatic drainage. So since then, we've just been kind of like catching up to the demand that we've had. And these are our 5 new products that we launched. We have a detoxifying body oil that is beautiful, that is the Flow and Glow. The Golden Body Oil, which is a beautiful polyphenol rich blend. And then we have all our body creams that are all formulated with clean ingredients. So I took my background in holistic health and holistic coaching and holistic nutrition to formulate with my chemist and my lab products that I will put on my skin. So I treat our formulas the same way that I would treat my food. So if I'm not eating it, I'm not putting it on my skin. If my kids can't put it on their skin, then I can't put it on my skin. Mm-hmm. And out of that place, we've created this really beautiful, powerful, clean body care line. And we've disrupted the market in 19 when we brought body tools into the beauty industry, because there was no such thing. Nobody was doing beauty tools. Everybody was doing gua sha and face rollers, but nobody was taking care of the body. So with 19, when we started bringing this concept, we're really the first company in the US that had a body tool, that had the ability to give people that spa sculpting results in the convenience of your home.
Yes, which is really helpful, especially since if people can't leave their home. For example, I am in Delaware and I'm interested in your wood therapy, which, by the way, I have been studying and following lymphatic drainage and researching it and wood therapy for many years. And I don't know anyone in Delaware. Well, now there are people in Delaware. And Randy's offering now, but at the Curry Hair Skin and Nails locations. But through the years, you were right, Gigi. It was nobody around here in Delaware in, maybe in the major cities, they offered this type of service, but you could not get it anywhere. And I've been studying it for a long time because I agree with you with taking the more holistic approach. I think that's a smart approach. Everyone has health issues. And I actually suffer with lupus, which is an autoimmune disease. Mm-hmm. I'm always experiencing inflammation in the body. So through the last, 13 years, I've been surviving lupus. I always like to say, I've been studying a more holistic approach, wellness, and a wellness, I guess you would say, approach versus going right to a medicine. And lymphatic drainage and wood therapy is very good for the body. So I want to touch on that a little bit more because I think it's important for anybody that has inflammation in the body. Tell us the benefits of lymphatic drainage service or a massage style service and the wood therapy, what it does for the body.
So the lymphatic system is kind of like this ocean of life inside of us, right? It's its own system. And unlike the circulatory system, it lacks a pump, the heart, right? And the way to stimulate the system, it's either related, fully attached to our skeletal and muscular system. So exercise, right? Every time you move, you're activating your lymph. And the second best way is through manual stimulation, which is when we come in. And what we do is that we drive excess fluid towards the lymph nodes so that these can be secreted throughout the rest of the body. And the lymphatic system does two things. It takes out toxins and excess fluids, and it takes all the good stuff, all the healthy cells and all the white blood cells and everything that is fighting infection and viruses back into your body to make you stronger and more beautiful. So when you have a lymphatic system that is working, that is being pumped, then you are less swollen, then you are more lean and sculpted. You are digesting better because it's directly linked with our digestive system and our gut health. Yes. Your skin is glowing. Therefore, you have more energy because everything is flowing in a very optimal way. So your organs aren't working as hard. So you have more energy. You sleep better. And obviously, the beauty benefits, which is what got me, I'm not going to lie. Your cellulite is reduced. Your lumpy skin is more smooth. Your acne, your breakouts, eczema, psoriasis. And then we have a lot of our customers that, like you, have autoimmune diseases that have undergone cancer treatment that don't have all the lymph nodes. And they literally can't live without this tool because how realistic is it that they're getting a treatment or going somewhere every day? You can go a couple times a week, but in order for people that really rely on this therapy, they need to do it daily. And that's when the tools come in handy to support that period until your next appointment.
Right. No, and I'm so glad you touched on all that because not just someone who who is fighting an autoimmune disease, even cancer patients, and anybody that is fighting any type of illness, this is healthy. This is something that is for your health. And this is something that you could do at home. So let's talk about any type of training or coaching that you offer, because I can go to Della Hart and I can purchase that wooden tool, but I won't know how to use it. So kind of paint that picture or the steps of how you may teach someone if they don't know how to use that tool.
So we have a variety of rituals on our website where you can see all the videos where we explain thoroughly how to use our tools, where to start, how to begin, and also this full body ritual that I have created to get the full spa sculpting experience and all the health and beauty benefits. So everything is on our website. We also have all the videos on our Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube channels. So it's very easy. It's very straightforward. And I also do trainings and master classes in person.
That's good. You need to get Gigi to Curry Hair. Curry Hair is going to say, okay, there we go. Okay.
I was going to say, can I say it already? I don't know.
Okay, so let me know. I want to know when you're going to be up this way, Gigi.
In fact, Gigi's Hotel de Pont.
Oh, you're staying. You're staying.
I'm so excited. So Randy is going to be carrying all our products, which I am so excited about. And I'm going to be coming out to do a training and a masterclass on April 1st. And I have never been to your Delaware, Philly area. And I am so excited and to be staying in this beautiful historic hotel. I can't wait.
Oh, that's so exciting. You better tell me. I want to make sure I am there.
You can model.
Wait, thank you.
Yes.
We're going to use my body for the wood therapy. Honestly, I have to be honest. I've tried out lymphatic drainage massages, and I know that some of the massage therapists, they use some wood therapy, and I've been very pleased with the results, but I'm still learning more about it. Yeah. I agree with this approach. I am a firm believer in lymphatic drainage. I think it's healthy for anybody. I also love that you touched on gut health, because I do believe that all works hand in hand with our digestive system and how we feel with our energy levels. So this is all really good. Yeah. There was something you mentioned earlier about your product line, the Della Hart Body Care. Mm-hmm. Was there an oil that helps with stretch marks or cellulite? Didn't you say that there was an oil that you offer?
Yeah. So our whole line was created to prevent stretch marks, which I formulated when I was pregnant with my kids. I had my kids back to back. Mm-hmm. The Love Your Belly Balm, which is a vitamin E rich, beautiful balm that is used for prevention of stretch marks. And I formulated it. It has no scent. I was the most annoying pregnant woman. So I made sure that it fit everything that I was needing in that moment. And I must say that I had 2 perfectly big babies and I did not get one stretch marks. And I used this product every day. Right. Then for to go with the tools, our Flow and Glow body oil is the one that we formulated to reduce inflammation, to open the body's detox pathways, because it's filled with a blend of anti-inflammatory herbs that contribute to this. So that would be our Flow and Glow body oil. And then our Golden body oil, which is like the fountain of youth. I spend my summers in the south of France. So we got olive oil from France, and which is very rich in polyphenols. We know they have very longevity, beautiful diets. And we mixed it with the Colombian fountain of youth, which is called Acai, which is a cousin of the cacao, but is very, very rich on antioxidants. It has more antioxidants than Acai, the Brazilian berry. So we have this whole line that is used to prevent stretch marks, promote, assist you in inflammation. And then our Lift and Tone cream, which is our cellulite killer, is the one that supports you, fills you with energizing ingredients like coffee, like green tea. We have hydrolyzed collagen, hyaluronic acid. So we really did it again, and we grabbed a lot of the ingredients that are normally used on the face and we brought it to the body. And that is another trend that we started in body care, because, you know, I have friends that were using the $300 beautiful cream on the face and then the $10 pharmacy body oil. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that. Your skin is your largest organ and you have to treat it the same way.
Right. I want to get that Fountain of Youth stuff. So as soon as you start carrying her line, let me know. I want to order that. I love using vitamin E, coconut oil, argan oil on my whole body. I swear by those oils. And vitamin E is very important for your skin.
And all those are in my golden body oil.
I want the golden stuff. Yeah. I want the golden stuff.
We're going to have a line out the door.
Okay. Yes. Sign me up. That's so exciting, Randy. I'm so excited that you're offering this line and this service and this type of education for the clientele in the tri-state area, whether it be in Delaware or Pennsylvania, because this is something that I have been personally researching for years. And I know that Miami, Florida was known for being one of the first areas to offer wood therapy and lymphatic drainage services. And I've been studying this for a long time. And it's it makes my heart so happy that we're going to have it here.
We actually have 3 massage therapists that are certified in
lymphatic drainage. Excellent.
Massage. Yeah.
Excellent. But the wood therapy is, that's the key. That's the key. Now, let's shift gears just a little bit. I want to talk about your partnership with the tennis champion, Robert Farah, on a special endeavor to plant trees in Colombia to fight against, obviously what's happening there and regenerate the land. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that and just provide us some background?
Yeah. So our production, I'm very adamant about doing well and doing good. And all our production, wooden production, takes place in Colombia, where I was born and raised. And we have our ateliers, which are inclusive ateliers. So we hire a lot of our woodworkers are deaf and hard of hearing, and making it very inclusive to the community. We pay real honest wages, and we have them all contribute to the community by empowering them with jobs that would normally over there they wouldn't have. And additionally, since we work with sustainable wood that we buy in the south of the country, every single body tool that is sold on our direct lines, like our direct to consumer lines, we take $1, and for every $1 that we sell, we plant a tree in this specific reserve in a part of Colombia, because, we're obviously working with wood, and even though it is sustainable, even though it's kind of like the best of what we can find, we still want to make sure that we're kind of like doing that food chain and giving back to the environment that is giving us material to work with. So this is a project that I partner up with the Colombian tennis player, Robert. He has a full reserve. And I think just last year we planted around 1,800 trees. Wow. And this year we're planning on doubling up. And when you think about it, that's a lot of trees, right? Yeah. So we are trying to bring back this area of Colombia. And as you probably know, there's a lot of deforestation in this Amazon area in the world that happens to be the lungs of our planet. So we kind of like have to bring it back.
Wow. Gigi, you do it all.
Yeah.
I love it. You're a powerhouse. You're a mom, a business owner, an influencer, a health coach. I mean, you're a philanthropist. I mean,
I'm tired. I'm always tired.
Right.
I love this. I love you. And thank you for being such an inspiration. And talk about empowering women. I mean, what better person to feature this month for International Women's Month? But, Gigi, you're like the perfect person to be featured this month, especially with it being International Women's Month. But what's the secret? What's the secret to your, to doing it all? Could you just, you've achieved so much. And I love that you continue to follow your dreams and you continue to push the envelope. So tell us, what is your secret to doing it all?
I don't do it all. That's the secret. I have a lot of help. My mother helps me with my kids. I have a husband that is very involved. I have a beautiful team in Della Heart. I have a community on social media that loves and supports and believes and trusts everything that I say. I have a great community of women friends. I have a great community of female entrepreneurs that we support each other. And I have a nanny. So I have a big support system that allows me to do a lot of the things that make my heart happy whilst I'm still showing up for my loved ones and for my community in the same way.
Well,
That's
you're an inspiration to many, because I am definitely inspired just by this interview, just by this short period of time getting to know you. You're an inspiration to many, and I love that you're not only a businesswoman and a wife, you're a mother, and I love that. That's powerful right there. That you know the trifecta, right? The trifecta, but it's powerful, and I think it's important to continue sharing your story and sharing your success, because you never know who you're inspiring. But you have so much more of an impact on what you're doing because you're helping someone's health. You know, for me, I look at it as life-changing. I can't wait to try your products right now. I can't wait to order the tool for the wood therapy to have in my own home to be able to use myself. And I can't wait to share it with my mom, who is a breast cancer survivor. And that's the first person that came to mind. Like, I'm going to get it for her too, because I think it's important, because even though she's a breast cancer survivor, and she's battling it out, and she's very strong, and she's in a healthy place right now, you still have to maintain that health.
Yeah. And honestly, that is the part of the job that I love so much, because I started writing, and then I was helping, coaching people fix their health and achieve this optimal health and vibrancy that we all want in our lives. And being able to do the same with these beautiful products and promoting beauty and health and wellness, it's really what fuels me to get up at 5 a.m. every day and just go and do it all.
I love it.
Or try.
I heard you say you meditate also, right?
Yeah, Randy, when you have 2 kids, I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and my third kid, who is 47, is my husband. You really have to meditate. So I do. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, and I practice Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditation, and I do it for 30 to 45 minutes every day.
Yeah, me too. I've been meditating 4 years, and I get up 4 o'clock, usually meditating like a 5. But I think, I want to tell everyone that everyone should meditate. Like, it's a no-brainer.
Right. It's like medicine, right? But it's you don't have to take a pill to do it, and it doesn't cost you much. You just have to educate yourself on a little bit, and on how to meditate. That's the best way for you and the best time for you, but it takes practice.
Yeah, and commitment, and like anything else, right? You have to be committed to the practice and committed to how good do you want to feel, how well do you want to perform, and just those are the things that get me out of bed at 5 a.m. I am a different leader, I am a different entrepreneur, I am a different mother, I'm a different friend when my mind is set and I have it under control, and I don't have all this craziness at all times. So that's what keeps me going.
Right. I like to call meditation, it calms the noise.
Yeah.
And that's what's key, because the world is noisy all around us. We have to calm it down, especially in our mind, obviously mind, body, and soul.
And you get to know yourself, like knowing yourself, the real you, not the observer of, anything.
Right. You're so right about it. Well, Gigi, I know that I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, oh my goodness, wow, we've been just chatting up a storm, and I love that you've shared so much valuable information with us, our viewers and listeners. But if there's something that we didn't touch on that you wanted to mention, I know that we have to make sure we did talk about your website, dellaheart.com, if you want to find out more information. Also, to order the product, check out dellaheart.com. You can also visit Gigi's Instagram page. It's at Gigi Vogel _ or at Della Heart, which I've already followed all your. I'm a a huge fan. I already followed everything.
Thank you.
But we just can't wait to offer your products, your rituals very soon here at all of the Curry Hair Skin and Nails location in the tri-state area. That's going to be a huge impact for the community, Randy.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Life changing.
I'm very excited because this is an untapped territory for us. And I think that everyone can benefit from these treatments and our products and our master classes. And we do really fun activations all the time. So we'll just fit right in. And I know Randy's going to do our sculpt and glow facial, which is a facial that I designed and I curated. And it just brings you this beautiful glow. So it's perfect before you want to go to an event, or you're going to do your makeup, or you have a date night, something important, because you look instantly lifted and sculpted and firm and glowing. So you guys make sure to check that out once it's live.
I need to sign up for that too. I love everything you're saying. Yeah. Well, Gigi, thank you so much again for joining us, for sharing your story, sharing your inspiration, and obviously sharing your secrets to being healthy. And that's what it's all coming down to. Yes, the secret to youth, and we all want to be young and beautiful, but I think it's the more so secret to being healthy. Yeah. And that's what you share with us.
Yeah, that's I've become fascinated with longevity. So as I get older and I go through the different phases of my life, now it's less about being skinny and glowing skin. Now it's more of, how do I live to 100 and live in a healthy way, disease-free, and how am I doing this? So what is contributing to that? So when you operate out of that place, then you make choices that are a little bit easier, right? You make better food choices. You become more aware of reading that label, what's on your skin, how are you doing it? And there's a little bit less of a compromise. So
exactly,
that's what we want.
Oh my goodness. This has been such a great conversation, Randy. Yeah. And I don't want it to stop, but I can't wait to meet you. And everyone that is listening, tuning in, Gigi's coming to Delaware. She's coming to Delaware.
I'll be there April 1st and 2nd. So make sure to come by Randy's and say hello.
You're gonna have a line out the door. Sure. You're gonna have a line out the door for sure. Gigi, thank you again. And as we conclude the interview, we always like to ask our guests this traditional ending question, just to kind of wrap it all up. So your question is, if you could interview someone on a podcast from the past or present, who would it be and why?
I think I would love to have Gwyneth Paltrow, because she is a person that really inspires me in doing everything that she's done. She was a very successful actress, and now she's created this very successful wellness and beauty company. And she's kind of like has done it all while honoring every single stage of her life and being open with her audience of her transformation and her evolution. So I really look up to her as a woman, entrepreneur, and just, everything.
Right. That's a great part. Yeah. That's actually a great person, especially for you. I know a little bit about Gwyneth Paltrow's line that she has. Is it called Goop? Am I right?
Goop. Mm-hmm.
I was right. She's definitely taken that more holistic approach, more organic, right, to beauty, and someone who has been in the limelight and, obviously been on television and movies. I mean, she's an A-lister. So she changed her path. And I think she did it. You can tell when someone not only does it, yes, for a business venture, but they did it for themselves too.
Which she did. And that's the part that's why I feel so many people can relate to somebody that seems so unrelatable, right? Because she was like Brad Pitt's girlfriend, But and find that opportunity to connect to women that at the end of the day, all of us are going through kind of like the same, but different times, different places. And we all want the same. We want connection. We want to feel good. We want to look good, and we want to be healthy.
That's right. Feel good and look good. And most importantly, be healthy.
Yep.
Gigi, thank you so much for joining us here at our Pronto podcast. We appreciate your time, your knowledge, your energy. And we look forward to meeting you in person here in Delaware. And again, good luck as you continue with your continued success. And for those of you who are listening, watching, visit delahart.com or follow Gigi on all her social media platforms at @GigiVogel_ or at delahart on Instagram. Gigi, thank you for joining us.
Can't wait to meet you, Gigi.
I know. I can't wait to meet you guys and to visit your area. And thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Of course. All right. You have a great day.
You too. Thanks.
Oh my gosh. I love her.
Yeah, me too.
I love her. I love her energy, but I love her approach on life when it comes to taking care of your body from within and the wood therapy. See, I'm a firm believer in trying different approaches on your health. We're quick to, all right, got to take a medicine. We're not feeling well. Got to take medicine. We're not feeling well. But you don't realize there's side effects in all the medicines that you may take. Right. Now, within reason, I do understand that if you have to take medicine, you have to take it, obviously prescribed by a medical physician. But at the same time, it's important to be in tune with your health. It's important to be in tune with trying different natural ways of helping nurture your body from within.
Even down to the wood. Yes. Like the universe provides the wood and we use it.
Right. And I love, she is a powerhouse. I mean, I love it. An entrepreneur, a philanthropist, a wife and a mom. I mean, Gigi, you're a badass. I love you. I love it.
And her kids are so cute.
Yes, I did. I did see pictures. Oh my gosh. What a great person. Thank you, Randy, for sharing this connection with us, because I know it was, thanks to you and obviously partnering with her and her line with all of your Curry Hair, Skin and Nails location. That's really awesome of you.
Yeah, it's really a funny story. An old friend of mine who used to be president of L'Oreal called me and he said, I'm helping somebody with her line, and would you be willing to talk to her? And I said, yeah, because I owe this guy a lot, to my success. So
Right. And I think that was a great connection. It was a great connection. And I'm, again, very excited to meet Gigi in person. Well, there you have it, everyone. We had another great show, 25. I love it. And 75 more to go to get to 100, right? But that's okay. We love what we're doing. We love that we have the opportunity to meet so many incredible people. And again, we're always learning something new and different. And that's the beauty of why we do what we do. And we continue to inspire, and we continue to have conversations about matters that are important. And that's the best part about why we're here.
Yeah. And we have some really fantastic guests coming up.
All right. So you better stay tuned in the coming weeks, who will be next and up for joining us on our Pronto podcast. But make sure you follow us. Go check out our Pronto podcast Instagram page. Follow us there. You'll find out who's next in line and who will we be featuring on our next podcast, our next show. Also, you can go check out all of the previous podcasts and learn something new with all the phenomenal people we featured on the show. Check out all major social media platforms, all social media places and locations for podcasts. We are there. Yep. We've hit it all.
Yep.
We got a few more to go, but I think we've hit all the major ones, right?
We're not going to stop until we're number one.
Number one. You heard it here first. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Be safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon. Pronto, Randy.
Pronto, Vincenzo.